I believe that architecture belongs at Andrews University because of the way God has led in the past. Quite a few students have gone through that have not stayed in architecture, but they are involved in some way or another in the work of the gospel. And I think that's important. In order to explain my involvement in architecture, you need to understand some of my background. Now, I came here to teach engineering. That was the thing. And in 1973, then, the Board of Higher Education voted to discontinue engineering at Andrews University in favor of Walla Walla. But they then voted soon after to start the College of Technology here at Andrews University. We would have the first 2 years of engineering here, and then they would go to Walla Walla. And this man who was chairman of engineering at Walla Walla would come here once a year and visit with the faculty and the students. He said, "You need to start architecture at Andrews University." What do you think I told him? I said, "It'll be over my dead body." Well, the thing that really changed my mind was the influence of my brother Jim. The man who was president of the Michigan Conference, I don't remember his name, he encouraged Jim to study architecture some because Jim was involved with the planning of a number of churches in the Michigan Conference. So Jim took architecture by correspondence. I don't think you can do that now. He went through that and got registered. What's been most important to me is the privilege I have of consecrating my life to the Lord. That's when my life changed. I'd like to share this with you. Consecrate yourself to God in the morning. Make this your very first work. Let your prayer be, "Take me, O Lord, as wholly thine. I lay all my plans at thy feet. Use me today in thy service. Abide with me and let all my work be wrought in thee." If we consecrate our lives to God, He'll make up the difference. And I believe that God wants me in an educational program. I think my being an engineer is only an excuse for my being here. I think the Lord wants me to work and encourage the students to consecrate their lives to Him without reservation. That's the key, without reservation. So whatever He has in mind, then He'll work it out. When I actually came to decide whether I was going to continue in working or not, I prayed, "Lord, I need to know, do you want me to continue in the school or not? I need an answer from you." The next day, the very next day, I got this letter in the mail from Paula. "This is your teaching assignment for next year." I said, "Lord, it looks like that's your answer." So, I'm here. To the student that I had the year before, a fella, I don't remember his name. He said, "I've changed my major now. I'm not staying in architecture." I said, "Well, you'll probably be able to use it somewhere, sometime." But he said, "The thing I wanted to tell you was that you have been the best spiritual influence in my life. And you could have just knocked me over with a feather. Of all the students that I had in that class, he would have been the one that I thought that I had influenced the least." So we never know. We'll never know until eternity And somebody will come up to you and say, "Do you remember that day when you talked to me about thus and so? That's the reason I'm here." The thing that we all must learn is who it is that we're working for. I'm working for the Lord. And in order to keep that straight, I've got to consecrate my life to Him every day without reservation. And if some questions come up, maybe it's 2 or 3 times a day. To talk about the purpose of the program is a very valuable conversation. God has blessed over the years and has brought in people who are able to cover all of the diverse concerns and interests in architecture. And not only has He brought in people that could cover all of those concerns effectively, but these people all work together very well. I think I can say that the program is the best that it's ever been. Lord, I consecrate my life to You without reservation. Whatever it is You have for me, You've got me, and I consecrate my life to You without reservation.